God forbid! Welcome to another patch review. We are gonna look at 7.0D. We're getting Mal finally. I like her. She's toxic. She's disgusting. Exactly what you need to climb. Obviously, if you want, you can look some PC gameplay. This champion's been out on PC for a long time. Will be March 13th. Next week. Not this week. However, we're getting patch. When's the patch gonna drop? I think patch drops tomorrow though. While Mel drops next week, Friday. Is it Friday? Yeah, it's Friday. Fiddlesticks. First of all, we're getting that beautiful rework. His effigy is gonna walk towards the nearest enemy now, and it's also gonna explode and fear them. Very nice. Very nice, and yeah, I mean, Fiddlesticks not really a great champion. Really like this. Now this is point and click. Terrifies now point and click. Fear duration goes up a little bit. Bountiful Harvest has a lot of benefits. Uh, even the slow, we're getting a little bit of slow. We're getting a complete channel and the cooldown, the refund mechanic, rather than just the cooldown that we had before. Ability can be recast to end it early, which is also great. Now this is new. This was not here during the channel fill 6. Cannot use other abilities or basic attacks. Honestly, doesn't matter in my opinion. Bountiful Harvest is now a very strong ability. It does align with the power that we needed. Now also the damage. He does do more damage into missing based on missing health, and this is gonna help him clear. So these are gonna increase his clear speed quite a bit. He's gonna be a very nice champion to play. Looking forward to him. Crow's Storm just getting a little bit more damage. That's it. Good buffs. Fiddle might be good. I don't know if he's gonna be broken, but he might be playable. Right now, he's just someone who you free invade, and he only really shines in lower elos. Zaya, a little quality of change here. Quality of life change. The ability can now be cast by tapping, even when there are no nearby targets. I mean, yeah, it made no sense on why this ability couldn't just be tapped. Like, the feathers are on the ground, they're always guaranteed to come to you. You do not need a target. It helps a bit with wave clear and stuff like that. Rel, I saw a good buff here. 6 base armor, and a lot of base damage as well. Like, this champion early game is gonna hit hard. This is the Q going up a little bit on the late game. I mean, Rel is great. Rel is great. I think the champion is fine. This definitely helps her. Now Nora actually ended up being broken. I did think that she wasn't gonna be as broken, but turns out that her range is actually quite a deal breaker, and I do think her numbers are too high. However, here we're gonna see absolutely nothing. Her Q needed a little bit of a nerf, that's it. They didn't have to touch her E. Maybe touch the ult a little bit. They didn't have to touch anything else, but they touched this ability, which, don't get me wrong, it's a nice nerf. This ability is broken. But this was not what made her so frustrating to play against. It's just the fact that she has so much range and her ultimate to just execute you from billions of light years away. So yeah, Nora's gonna keep remaining broken. Mordekaiser has struggled to feel the impact. Oh yeah, this is a good change. However, I'm afraid this could bring some AD build for him. I wouldn't be too surprised. You know? Or a hybrid build, probably a hybrid build. But yeah, he's getting a whopping 120% bonus AD. That's a big number. So if he takes 30% of the stats, don't mind the Discord ping. If he takes 30% of the stats from let's say a Rengar or a Riven, his Q is gonna do billions of damage, so now he's not only bound to ulting the enemy champion, which has the highest AP, which was kind of what you were supposed to do a lot of games in order, to benefit a lot from it. Now you can just ult the priority target without thinking twice about your bonuses. Hecarim, very strong Mordekaiser, by the way, might be S tier. I would not be surprised, might be broken. Not as much as Fiora, but yeah, this guy will be a terrorist. Hecarim, I do agree that on high elo, this champion is disgusting to fight, especially after level 5. Base attack damage going down, however, he's getting 0.4. 0.4 times 15 will be 6. So he's getting a little bit more AD, scaling up to level 15. When does he actually make when does he make up the nerf? Not level 12, level 10? Okay, yeah. So level 10, he basically makes up the nerf. At level 10, he will be the same champion as he was before this nerf. Spirit of Dread, losing a bit of damage. I mean, this is whatever, man. Again, early game nerfs. This was healing him a lot. Yeah, sure. Sure. He did deserve these nerfs. I think they could have done something else, but yeah. Anyways, we got new items too. This is a big patch. Kraken Slayer. Now, Kraken Slayer is very good on attack speed champions. It does not do true damage. You can look at the stats. I'm not gonna go into the numbers too much. Obviously, with items, we cannot predict how they perform until they're actually built. It looks like a good item from PC. Vayne, Master Yi, Kaisa. Basically, very good on those champions. Knight's Vow. Now, I want to talk about Knight's Vow more. Obviously, Kraken Slayer is just good on attack speed champions. If the stats are good, champions are gonna build it. If they are bad, nobody's gonna build it. Kind of how damage items work. Knight's Vow, we're getting supports a new item, and now this item is cheap as fuck. 40 armor, 400 health. You can sacrifice, you can pick a target to basically tank damage for them. So if you have a duo and you're basically a Braum, I think this on Braum with Protector's Vow will be disgusting. Even without Protector's Vow, you take 12% of their damage and you heal 10% of the damage they deal to champions. If you have a hyper carry, this item's gonna do numbers. Numbers for you. Quite a good item. Overlord's Bloodmail. Again, this is the replacement for current Titanic Hydra. They moved the passive here. You'll see that Titanic Hydra no longer has this passive, which is a shame. That item's useless. But yeah, this is an amazing stat item. Gain up to 9% increase in attack damage based on your missing health, which is insane. Insane stat item. Has quite a lot of AD, quite a lot of health. The passive is super nice. It's just an insane item to have. Unending Despair. Tank player, sustained combat item. Yeah, this is quite good. Basically, you heal and you do damage. It's quite nice. Obviously, this looks like a very broken item. It looks like a pocket Amaranth, and you build Amaranth on top of it as well. A lot of damage. Stacks with your health. Good Mundo item probably. Experimental Hexblade. This is the item that allows tanks to spam ultimate abilities. Again, this one's pretty broken too. It gives attack speed. On certain champions, it's probably gonna be very powerful. And on some champions, it's gonna be completely useless because how many tanks actually benefit from attack speed? Maybe something like I don't even know who builds this on PC. We don't even have Keisante. Keisante is a huge abuser of this item on PC, but here not really. But yeah, Titanic Hydra as the last change, losing uh its health passive hurts it a lot. I mean, this item is just bad now. It just gives 40 attack damage and the passive, which doesn't even proc on every auto attack. Do not build Hydra. That's my overview of the patch. Test out the new items. Definitely look into Mordekaiser. This guy is a demon. Nora will be fine. Rel gets a nice change. Fiddlesticks gets a nice change. Hecarim is a nerf. It is a nerf. Even though the numbers might look small, it is a pretty huge nerf. He is still gonna do what he does best, though, dive you with fear and kind of demolish you. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick overview. We're gonna see if we're gonna post gameplay. Been very busy recently, but I'm trying to keep the YouTube channel going. Take care.